I lost my girlfriend because of her coworkers. I had been with my girlfriend, Keith, exclusively for 5 years, but intermittently for 2 years. We used to go to each other's school proms and supported each other during difficult times. I know she's out of my league, and I did everything I could to make her feel safe and protected. I'm in love with her, and I want a future together. I went to university and got a double major, and she enrolled in cosmetology school. We were planning to move in together in a few months, and we talked about marriage and children. Over the past few months, she kept making comments like, "My coworkers keep asking why I'm with you," or "They think you're not in my league." Her coworkers wanted her to go out with them and meet new people. Whenever I asked her what she thought, she always said she loved me and ignored the comments, telling them to stop, but they kept repeating these comments. We always had open communication and talked about things. We haven't had any major problems, just argued about small things like movies, TV shows, anime, food, etc. We didn't hide anything. These comments started when she got the job. In that salon, she works with only women. She didn't cheat on me or have emotional affairs. There were no secrets or secret social media accounts. The other night we had a nice date. After the date, when I dropped her off at her house, she mentioned she had doubts about our relationship and wanted to break up. I was super confused and didn't say anything. I slowly walked away. I know it was because of her coworkers and the comments they were making, pushing her to leave me. She said this in a message. Less than 4 hours later, she started calling and texting me, saying she was sorry, that she didn't mean it, that she loved me and was stupid for saying what she did, because she listened to her new friends. She was going to quit and look for another job. Stop talking to her friends or coworkers. I haven't responded to anyone.
I'm conflicted.
I love her. I have a ring that was waiting for her. Money saved for a house for the two of us. We share 85% of our friend groups. The rest are from our jobs. Most of our shared friends now have found out about the breakup and seem as confused as I am. According to some of the messages I've received, it seems she told them the truth, that her coworkers started giving her insecurities about our relationship and she stupidly went along with it. Her parents tried to contact me to ask what happened. We are very close. I've been silent. Luckily, I can work remotely. I left my apartment yesterday with my laptop and found a good place with good internet to keep doing my job. I feel lost. I don't know what I did. I don't know how to feel. I need advice and suggestions. Update. It's been a few emotionally exhausting days. On Friday, I deleted all my voicemails and text messages. I ended up with 61 missed calls, 4 from the police, 14 voicemails, and 417 text messages. I sent a general message to those who reached out saying that I was okay and safe. Plus, I needed time and space while I sorted out some personal matters. I picked up the ring because it was already ready. Then I put it in the box I made for her. I went to her parents' house. As soon as I parked, Keith opened the door and ran out. She had been crying. I went to hug her. I accepted, but it wasn't like how I usually hug. Then she tried to kiss me. I moved my head and backed away. We went in and sat down. We sat for about 10 minutes without saying anything. She started crying and said she was sorry. I asked her what she told everyone. She said the truth. I asked why they called the police to check on me. She explained that she didn't call them, but after our friends found out and hadn't heard from me in over 24 hours, they decided to call for a wellness check. She used the word catatonic to describe me after I walked away. I took many of the questions you posted. I asked her why she broke up with me. She didn't give me a direct answer, just something about the people at work constantly talking badly about me and playing on her insecurities. I asked why she kept allowing that to happen and didn't stop it by setting clear boundaries. She said she tried and it would work for a day, but it would come back the next day. I asked if she saw value in me as a person or in our relationship. She said yes, both. I asked why she would break up over something a random stranger said about me. She said she was sorry and that it was a stupid mistake. Paraphrasing, I asked how they knew about me or our relationship and how much they talked about me. The ladies at the salon overheard some of our friends or clients while they worked with her. Things we did like dates, birthday parties, etc. I asked if she thought her coworkers were right. She said no. I followed up with why she came back, and she said she didn't know. I asked if there was someone else. She immediately said no, that she had never cheated or been tempted to. She offered me her phone and I declined. Then I told her how I felt. Sorry is not enough. If she wants this relationship, she has to prove it to me. I didn't care that her coworkers kept talking about us. What hurts is the fact that you kept listening and repeating it to me. She didn't try hard enough to stop them. It makes me feel like she had to feel the same to some extent. That's what hurt and damaged the relationship. Her insecurities broke my trust. Now I'll always think this could happen again. She'll run away at the next opportunity. She asked me why I simply walked away. I told her that at that moment, just 2 sentences broke me and made me rethink my life up to that point and the future I was planning with us. I was growing and making moves for that future. She started crying harder. I felt bad. The next thing I did, I regretted. I asked her if she knew I was going to propose soon. She said no. I took out and showed her the box. I also made the box. It has 2 buttons, one that says yes and the other that says no, with lights that say, "Will you be my life partner?" I put it on the table and pressed the yes. The box opened and she started crying even harder. The ring has our 2 birthstones forming the shape of a complete heart with small diamonds. The initials are laser engraved and the date of our anniversary. I made it so it could be added to when we had children. Her parents were there, but just to make sure things stayed civilized. Her mom was crying and her dad looked angry, but not at me. They both made comments about the ring and the box. I told her the future I had planned was no longer going to happen. We need to give each other space, at least 3 months with no communication. We need to step back and see who we are and what we want. After that, we'll see where we are, but this is on my terms and timeline. I can't return the ring, so I don't know what to do with it. I might end up keeping it if things don't work out after 3 months or more. She said that most of our shared friends scolded her and blocked her. Her parents are angry, and her little sister hasn't spoken to her since the first night. I said I'm sorry, but actions have consequences. I wished her the best, thanked her parents for everything they had done for me, and hugged them. I knocked on her little sister's door. I've known her all her life. I also thanked her, hugged her, and left. I have 4 months left on my lease. I'm thinking of moving when it expires. Tonight I'll go out with a good friend, Mr. Johnny Walker. Just for tonight, I'll put my life on hold, but I'll start it up again tomorrow.